Trailman, man, let's go. You are now rocking with the. You are now you're rocking with the best. You are now rocking with the best.
I'm gonna keep it real. I can't get enough of that dance shot. He really slid that in there really slick. Really slick.
I want him to read me poetry.
I mean,
and read me bedtime stories at night.
He's so moody cool. All right, look.
He loves Edgar Allan Poe, and I can tell, and it's fine. Drink some whiskey and talk about the Raven.
In his Chris Angel
it
jacket.
makes sense. It makes sense where we're at right now, because if you can't see by this grand shot back here, okay, this is a big deal. You can't do this. All right, where are we at right now, Alana?
We are on the main stage.
Main stage
of the Washington Pavilion, the Mary W. Summervold, saying it correctly, stage. I always get nervous about that.
Yeah, somebody didn't do their research. Like,
look at this.
You can be prepared.
It's like we're like echoing because we're by ourselves.
No,
it's all intimate.
This is a big deal. We're doing our thing. This is next level. We have this whole place to ourselves right now. I'm over here getting hydrated right now. Leonardo's water, because hydration.
And I'm getting hydrated with this beer.
You know, some people are more responsible than others. Whatever.
It's fine, but don't worry about it. But guess what? Today's all about games like V's playing with my mind right now. We have a lot to talk about, but first off, we're going to talk about other events.
So bad.
We have events going on in South Dakota.
Of all, just in case you didn't know, you're watching the 605 show with your favorite host, V the Noble One, and
Alana Snyder.
She got a little ahead of herself. Alana, please take it away.
Okay, here we're going. Here we're going. Here's some of the main things going on. So there's a lot of stuff going on. This is St. Patrick's Day Saturday.
That's what I hear.
Hey, the 12th through the 13th. There's a lot going on. Deadwood, it's all weekend long. There's stuff going on. We have McNally's Irish Pub and like specials everywhere all over Sioux Falls. Check it out. Watertown, I know, has a big celebration. March 27th, Hill City Community Easter Egg Hunts going on. For more information, visit hillcity.com. That's a big deal there. March 20th is Family Game Day at the Washington Pavilion right here in Sioux Falls.
Family Game Day. Tell me about it.
Well, we're not going to get too into it because we're about to get into it, but it's 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the lobbies. But speaking of, let's bring on our first guest, Jeremy Breck, a.k.a. DJ Jer.
Come on in.
Hey, and we actually have a little mini audience today. It's a CellOnly crew. Can you give us some applause? Give us some applause for DJ Jer. Very exciting.
Listen, guys, we're trying to up the production value for you. We're trying to bring you the best all of the time. Okay, we're doing what we can. We're not working on a huge budget. Okay,
but we have CellOnly crew.
We have 3 people in the audience.
Ryan, Hobbs, Anna, everyone. They're just supporting us. Okay. And
all right.
Welcome.
Hey guys. Thank you.
Jer, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm doing
sorry,
well.
I'm trying not to eat this cotton candy.
Gosh, you know what? I will be taking in a lot of cotton candy probably on the 20th.
True.
So, and I think a lot of other people will be as well. So it's delicious stuff.
Honestly,
it's actually addicting.
The way my blood sugar is set up, I should probably not do that.
There you go. It's great to see you guys. Thanks for having me on here.
Yes, we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Okay, so first and foremost, though, so you're not just doing this event. A lot of people know you. Talk about just some of the highlights of your career, because you've been doing events, weddings, everything. Tell me about some of even you play characters. Like I saw you at the Addies a couple years ago doing your thing.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, talk about your career.
I want to hear about this.
A big person at events in Sioux Falls.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I started my DJ company at the age of 15.
Wow.
And yeah, so it was one of those things like, hey, this would be cool. So I'm like, I'll go buy a bunch of stuff, a bunch of equipment. I was on you guys remember those CD pools where you'd pay a penny and then next thing you know, you're spending like $1,000 on CDs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I ended up,
a few times.
I ended up doing that. Kind of started my DJ career doing little high school events and then started doing the wedding scene and just kind of growing from there. And I was just one of those, I love music and I love entertaining people. And it just gave me the opportunity to really dig my feet into the Sioux Falls market and the Sioux Falls area because we have such a great community here. I mean, everybody in the business world and the wedding world. I mean, there's a lot of great opportunities here. So very blessed in that aspect. So we kind of went from the weddings, and then, you know, people started reaching out to us. Hey, we have this corporate event we'd like you to help us out with. So we really started digging into that a couple years back, and, you know, about 8-10 years. And then COVID hit, and next thing you know, we're digging into the virtual world. And we were fortunate that, you know, we'd been doing those type of events for the last 3.5 years. And so it kind of just gave us the opportunity to really tune in some of those, some of the tech skills and really grow into that sector. You know, you talk about my acting career. I don't really know if you would consider it acting, but people dress me up. When you saw me at that at the Addies event last year, I was a crossover between The Greatest Showman and the guy from the crazy beard guy that was on the Hunger Games. So that was my character. That's who I was supposed to look like. But it was
Who
just
did you actually look like?
I don't know. People said they didn't recognize me and they thought I looked amazing. So I don't know what that tells me about my normal. So it was a blast to be a part of. I love doing those things because I love seeing people just excited and having fun. So we've been involved in a lot of different corporate events, a lot of weddings. Obviously that's a big thing for us. But in the corporate world, you know, it's those thinking outside of the box type of events that I love to do. It's creating something that when people walk into a room, they're like, holy smokes, this is in Sioux Falls.
Because you've done like Alice in Wonderland weddings. And, like, crazy themes. That are, like,
you've either done a lot of research or
she's a stalker.
It's all good.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying. So that's really awesome. So you're going to be the MC for Family Game Day.
Yeah.
At the Washington Pavilion, March 20th. What's happening?
So, okay, here's kind of the crazy thing. So we were talking about COVID a little bit, and the whole idea of why this started was when the city had decided, you know, we're going to cut back on pools and things like that. We're like, okay, what can we bring to people to kind of just keep their spirits up and have fun with the community? And so we have this large LED video wall. I'm like, let's put this thing on a trailer. Let's go around to different blocks in the community and let's just throw a block party. So we, you know, the city of Sioux Falls kind of heard about what we had going on, and they're like, you know what, we would love to bring this into the parks and invite families for Friday fun family nights.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So we started doing them in the parks, and like I was telling Chris here at the pavilion, we started doing one, and there was about 50 people that showed up for the first one. And the next thing you know, we saw our crowds keep building and building. And I think the word was getting out, but then people realized like this was a really good getaway to being confined in your home. And it's a very social, safe event. So people are going to have the opportunity to really interact and just have a blast putting this, being involved in these games that we have. So as the host, we love to have fun with people. We're going to have fun with people who aren't even on the stage. And that's kind of the beauty of it. Is even if you're not comfortable coming up on stage or being involved and winning some awesome prizes, you can still have fun by watching. And, you know, a lot of the families that were in our summer tour this last year, they're like, oh my gosh, it was just so much fun to see, you know, my kids smile and laughing and engage and just have fun with some of this stuff. So that's the things that I really look forward to when it comes to the game show. And we're gonna do a little game show with you guys too here. So people can get a taste of what we've got going on for the 20th.
I'm kind of a beast. So.
Well, real quick though, what kind of games?
Yeah. So some of our main games that people would know, we have games similar to, we're gonna call it Sioux Falls Feud. So we're going to play the Feud. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get families up here and, you know, just have them battle it out. And Vaney, I'm guessing you're pretty salty at that, right?
Oh, I'm nice.
Yeah.
Don't get it confused.
So then we're going to do we have our version of what we would call Wheel of Fortune. It's called Wheel of Ill Will. Basically what they're going to do is they're going to solve the puzzle, but to win their prize, they actually have to do, or win their points, they actually have to do activities such as, do the limbo with 3 people. And, you know, they'll have different activities that they have to accomplish to actually get their points.
I like it.
So they spin a wheel, it stops on there. They might have to lip sync a song, whatever it is.
I like it.
So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun with that one. We have a deal or no deal that we do. It's called our Take It or Leave It, which is a blast. Over the summer, we actually gave away, I don't think we're going to be giving away any grills or anything at this event, but we gave away 4 Traeger grills over the summer.
Yeah, I need to be in on this.
Yeah, that's what
Only
I'm saying.
cars they're
Come
going
on
to give
down.
away, everybody. No,
This
I'm
is-
kidding. They're not going to give away cars.
This
Yeah.
is not just for kids. It's definitely for families. We know we're gonna have some great fun, great prizes. Other ones, we have the 20-second challenge. We have beat the clock. We have, it's basically called one arm, two arms, no arms. And
Oh, wow.
basically that's how we're going to pick who's going to get involved in some of these games. So we're going to be playing games
So is this
before people actually
stations?
come up to games.
Or so is this stuff all over, or
This
is it
is-
all mainstream? How is it coming together?
Yeah. So imagine like you're in the stands at The Price is Right, and they're calling up people, and you're coming up on stage, and you're in the performance.
Oh,
Like
that's so
you are
fun.
part of it.
Okay.
So that's going to be the cool thing. You're going to see the video screen up big, nice and big on the top of the stage. Everyone's going to be able to interact from the group.
Someone needs to dress like a chicken.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
You
see
know?
why not. It
You
would
got to
only
do the
make
whole
sense.
thing. You got to do the whole thing
It would only make sense.
for sure.
So
I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
before
this
we
is
do
good.
a test game, let's go through a couple other
Oh,
things.
let's get
Okay, I
there.
know. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
You
there's
want to
also things like an escape experience by Escape 605.
Shout out.
There's the mascots are back. Radley Rex, princesses like Little
Security.
Mermaid, Snow White. Yeah, call security. Live entertainment with Phil Baker.
The legend.
Balloon
Phil Baker.
enthusiast, Mr. Twister, exotic animals from Great Plains
From the
Zoomobile,
Zoomobile.
noon to 2, so don't miss that. There's food, treats, and beverages at Leonardo's
someone say
Cafe. Incroyable.
Excellent.
And actually, which V, you'll be interested.
Give it to us.
Reserve the Wells Fargo Cinedome for video gaming party for 50% off that day during the event.
I've done this before. This is super cool. If you're a Madden player, something like that, you
50%
got to
off.
get in here and you got to do this. That's super cool.
So, anyways, but let's see. So you have a preview? Do you
Yeah.
think?
You
Oh my
guys ready?
goodness. Yeah, I
Let's
think
Okay.
so.
Let's
So
go. Let's lock in.
here's how we're going to do
Are
it.
you ready?
I need you guys to put your hands on the table, and without knocking your microphone over, I'm going to ask the question. The first person to clap over the top,
Okay.
or maybe let's just maybe back up away from the
Okay.
microphone so
Okay.
we don't take those
We'll
out.
do this right here.
All right.
This could go back. It could go back.
So whoever claps first, I'm going to go to you, and you're going to answer
Okay,
the question.
here we go.
Okay. Here's your first question. Name something that name a reason a dog would bark. Bonnie, I got
Another
you.
dog.
Another dog. That is the number 2 answer.
Let's go.
Number 2 answer. All right, Alana. You could
Right.
take the board. You could take the whole. You could take the run right now. If you can give me the number 1 answer, what is the number 1 answer?
A siren.
Siren did not even make it on the
I was about to
list.
say lies. Like this is not
Wow.
1942. Like nobody.
Yeah.
Come on.
What was it?
All right. Well, I mean,
Oh, sorry.
Bonnie's
you
got
don't
to play here now.
know? Oh, okay.
All right, so Vaney, you can give me. You got. I'm just gonna pretend like you have 1 strike already,
Okay.
just so we don't play this out too long. But give me another reason why you don't have to clap. All right, you look like you're
Okay.
ready to go. You're
I am
intense.
ready. I am ready.
You're
I
really
am ready.
intense.
I would say doorbell, someone at the house, something along those lines.
Okay. I'm gonna give you upon a stranger. So a stranger,
Yeah.
coming to the door,
Yep. Somebody. you
preferably
don't know.
not with a siren going off.
Yeah. New
Um,
person. That's
yeah.
legit.
So that'll work. Okay. So you've got 1 strike. I got 3 more answers on the board.
Okay.
You got the top 2. You got stranger and other dog.
Okay. Stranger, other dog, they bark.
3 seconds.
Horseplay.
Horseplay?
Because you're messing with the dog, you're dragging it, messing
No.
with it.
Really?
You're not even in this. Okay. You
All right.
failed already.
So that was not a great answer.
Okay.
So we'll just
can't
call
bat
it
a
strike
thousand.
2.
You can't
Yeah.
bat a thousand.
All right. So you got 2 strikes. Now, Alana, you could. Why are you giving him the answer?
Dog
You had the
toy.
opportunity to
A
win
dog
this.
toy.
A dog toy. I'm going to put that as horseplay. So let's.
Yeah, I said
That's
Yeah, but no, that's not the right answer.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you say I'm still wrong.
You're still wrong.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's different.
Give me 1 more answer.
Okay. Why would a dog bark?
Anybody online know? Anybody watching?
Why else would
Nobody
a dog-
knows.
Food.
Food is the number 3 answer. Nice job. You got the top 3. Okay. 2 more answers.
All right. All right. So we have stranger. We have
Yeah.
another dog.
Yep.
We have food.
Yep.
Oh, wait, like V doesn't have pets. So this is like.
This is amazing. I'm killing it right now.
Yeah.
They got to use the
The
bathroom.
bathroom. I'm going to just put that down for without reason. So we're going to give you number 4. You have 1 answer left. 1 answer left.
Okay, let's go to the crowd.
All right. What do you guys think back there?
Okay.
Bird or squirrel. Try to get a little bit more specific. She's on the right track.
Skunk.
A skunk.
A skunk? That's so
Listen,
specific.
well, she said squirrel. He said he's on the right track.
That's specific, but that is
boy.
not the correct answer.
Rodent of some sort.
No, still no.
Cat.
So Alana, you have a chance to steal the
Oh,
board.
shoot.
You could win the whole game right here.
Is it?
I need one answer.
Why does my dog always bark? Stop.
I'm just trying to tell you.
You think okay, I'm gonna say a cat.
Cat. That is the correct answer. Yes,
I just
nice
needed
job.
to be right. I just needed to be right.
So thank you to Vaney. She got that one correct. Nice job.
Ooh,
Well,
she stole it from me.
Actually, Chris was saying it.
Oh, okay.
She was.
Thank you, Chris.
She's
Thank you,
she's
Chris from
supplied
Washington
several.
Pavilion.
She supplied several of
Like
the answers.
really, a cat is really okay. Well.
Yeah, I just thought
Yeah.
that was a little cartoonish,
But
little
skunk
cliche.
works though.
Yeah.
know.
Skunk seemed a little
It
more
was specific,
more suburb, but yeah.
right? Okay. Listen, first of all, I think what we can establish is that I clearly dominated that situation as far as you're
You
concerned.
really did, yes. Okay, you win.
I mean, as
Wait, no,
long
but
as-
I won.
I mean,
You know what?
technically,
You're
but I
all
kinda
winners.
gave you
We're
the
all
answer.
winners, and
winners.
that's what we'll learn at Family
got-
Game Day.
He got the 4 out of the 5, and then she cleaned the slate. So it was
Yep,
perfect.
I mean,
yep.
so in some places you would be a winner, but not in
There's
America.
also- and so if you're an adult, though, there will also be things like cotton candy from Candy Cloud Factory.
And this is tasty. This is the birthday cake pink vanilla. So we got multiple flavors in here. It's in this.
It's like very
convenient
fancy
tub.
cotton candy.
Remember when it used to be in that sloppy bag that you used to have to run around and it got all warm and it got
I
sticky
remember,
and
V.
gross? Everybody did, right? But
Yes.
now you have these convenient tubs that you have it in. Okay, you can save
With
it, put it in the
layers.
fridge. I don't know how you store it, whatever. But you know, it's
And
clever,
they'll
looks
also
good.
have beer for, adults. So
You
while
know,
you're playing games with your kids, you can have a little sippy.
you can
or
pour
a
a beer
soda,
into your cotton candy
or
and make
water.
some other concoction. I don't know.
So I mean, really, at that point, the kids are gonna have a blast, but now the
They are.
parents are just gonna loosen up, and they'll even have a blast.
And they get to
Exactly.
relax, have fun.
And they're going to get into the games.
Oh, they will.
Okay.
Yeah,
For sure.
It's actually very amusing watching some of the adults going at it
You know,
because they really get into it. Wait till you see the game. Say what? That one is a blast when it comes
Ooh.
to adults.
I'm
so.
a game person. I enjoy games. I enjoy trivia and those
Right.
type of things.
What's your favorite?
Actually, Family Feud is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Because people always get it wrong. People always think it's the best answer, and it's not.
Like skunk.
It's the answer that 100 Americans would give.
Yeah,
and
right.
we don't give good answers to stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So sometimes you gotta know the mind of the people. I know the people.
No, you don't. You said skunk.
I got 4 out of the 5. Alana, let me live.
What's your favorite game?
Mine, during this or just in
In
general?
Just in general.
Gosh, when pre-kids, we used to play Cranium all the time.
Mm,
I loved Cranium. It was, give me anything but the Zelpas. I hated all the yellow ones. Don't put me on yellow.
mm.
But I love the creativity games. I love the acting parts. Just a fun family night or
Right.
fun
Yeah.
night with friends, and I
I
love
love
the
it.
creativity of it.
Well, anything we should know too about you, DJ Jer, looking forward into 2021.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Or anything we don't know about the event coming up on March
yeah.
20th.
If people want to learn more about what I do and who I am, they can sure reach out. I'd be happy to visit with anybody and sit down and have lunch with them. But the show being about the game show thing, like I said, I think it's just really going to be a fun day.
Right.
We're going to do 4 sessions just because we're going to have one at the top of every hour.
Oh,
And
sweet.
Wow.
we're going to encourage people, if they want to stay through multiple sessions, they sure can. But we want to give everybody an opportunity to socially safe. They can spread out, beautifully in this space. And we're going to give everyone an opportunity to get up there and have some fun. Again, as much as they're comfortable. If they want to just enjoy games from the seats, and they're sure welcome to do that. But we
So
are going to
4
encourage
sessions.
people. Yeah.
Top of every hour.
Yep.
Awesome.
And all the games are going to be different. We might do some of the same games, but all of the questions or all the activities are going to be different in some way.
Nice.
So,
And this is
Yeah.
all part of Sioux Falls Alive. And even when you're done with this, you could keep going on to buy admission and go throughout the whole pavilion.
Yeah.
So-
Right. So put your squad together. I'm going to put my squad together, and we're going to come and we're going to give you that business,
Look all
okay?
around.
Because you just saw that I'm a problem.
Well, thank you for joining us. We
Yes.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys. I look
You
forward
sure
to
you
seeing you here on the 20th.
We will be there. Actually, I will be there.
Awesome.
Do you want to take cotton candy with you? Are you
Well,
sure?
listen,
I didn't bring $5.
let's get it out of here. Don't worry. This
Well,
is,
yeah, he's
I
trying
know some
not
people
to-
that know some
He's
people.
working on
Okay.
stuff. Okay.
It is probably made in South Dakota, though. That's pretty
It
cool.
is.
Is it
It's
made in South
local.
Dakota?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right on the
that's
bottom.
from that's
Proudly.
the
This
Jones,
is
or not
probably
Jones.
made
It's
in
at
South-
the,
Not just made, it's proud.
Cascade?
Cascade.
Oh, this is them.
Yeah, that's them.
Okay, represent. Okay.
I believe his name's Jesse.
Let's go.
Talented guy.
Yeah.
Very
Thank
cool.
you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks a lot,
Appreciate
guys.
you.
We'll be
You bet.
there.
We'll see you soon.
Hey,
All right. I did dominate you though.
and you did just high five yourself. So
I can't depend on you to appreciate what it is that I do sometimes, and I'm willing to love myself.
well, that was great. I ended up kind
Leonardo's
of beating
staying
you.
hydrated. What's that?
And up next, we're gonna bring our next guest, Rory Kelly of CellOnly.
Bam, bam, bam.
I've gotta know. I've gotta know what you want. I've gotta know what you want. I've gotta know. I've gotta know.
Never learned dominoes.
Whoa, hey,
We talked about our favorite games,
Rory.
and I forgot about spades and dominoes. I am a monster. Anyway,
And I said fibbage.
Fibbage. I have
Fibbage.
not played this game. I'm interested
Fibbage.
to learn
It's a
about this
blast.
game.
Yeah.
Can you be competitive and dominate people?
Fibbage is so basically you create answers to a question, and the more ridiculous the answer, because the real answer is ridiculous. So it allows the opportunity to kind of be funny and ridiculous. And then everyone picks the answer that they think is the answer, even though they're all pretty ridiculous.
Ah,
So you get points when people pick your answer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But the answer could be something like you couldn't even conceive of,
okay,
right? Like,
okay.
so
It's
anyway,
more like a freestyle apples to apples kind of thing.
I feel like I would be good at this.
kind of, yeah, I
Oh.
guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like you'd be good at it too.
Let's
I do.
make it a night. Let's
do
make it a night. Let's just have a fibbage night.
Let's do a night.
Guys,
Well,
let's
let's
go
do
and do
it.
it
Let's do
now.
that.
Let's buy.
Let's
guys.
not just say it though. Let's do it.
You know
Let's
what?
do it.
Let's seriously, because this is an epidemic. This is probably not a good time to use that phraseology, but people do that all the time, where they say let's do stuff and then they don't have
All the time.
actually
Yeah.
have any intention to do it. So I think we should definitely.
By
do
the
it.
way, and can we go to the crowd? Because there was a video playing.
Yep.
There's a crowd. Can
There
you
they
give
are.
us applause again for Rory?
yeah,
Thank you.
I called all my friends and they showed
All
up.
3 of your friends.
I mean, but it's not about how many; it's about how loud they are. Right.
So far, it's been pretty quiet.
I mean, it was. I'm gonna be honest with you. The intro was a little lame. I expected more from our studio audience, but
Oh my god.
whatever.
It's something I'll have to live with forever.
Hey,
well, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
So there's so much we can touch base on. Right? I'm gonna dive right in. New tech. I know nothing about new tech.
tech.
What's new? What should we know about?
You're asking me for phones. That's why you brought.
Well,
I mean, of all the people that
phones,
work at CellOnly,
Watches, tablets.
I mean,
all the
most of the
things.
new stuff is out. You know, iPhone. Apple has a release coming up. Quite
As always.
Yeah, quite honestly, you'd be surprised to know that we know when you know. I mean, the tech companies are so worried about, spillage of information and so we and so often they change course a week before. I mean,
Right.
the whole device might change. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I just think you're going to see more 5G phones. I don't know that the technology will drastically increase in every device as much as 5G capabilities will. And then cameras, everyone's hyper focused on cameras because of Instagram and TikTok and all of these other apps that people use. I mean, now we get our news from TikTok, right?
Well, my thing is like, what else do I need this thing to do?
Yeah,
Unless this thing can make me breakfast, like
it probably can. We haven't figured
I know,
out how to
but if
use
we
that
can't
yet.
figure
Yeah.
that out. I would like to figure that
I
out.
wouldn't be the guy to ask on that one. I have my wife helps me set up my phone.
Oh,
Stop.
Not a lot of people know that.
Okay,
Yeah.
one of those- okay.
So wait, so then you don't have any you don't have go-to new things that because you always know about what's coming out.
Well, we have to. But I'm not I was a people guy when
But you know about it, you just like don't buy it.
Yeah, I'm like the average consumer where I don't want it to be too complicated. I
Right.
want to be able to use it and move on and not sit there for an hour and go, oh my God, I don't know how to.
Yep, that's me.
It's like PowerPoint.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
PowerPoint. Just a nightmare.
So there's listen, I have a business partner that is super in love with clip art, and we had to like back him back.
I told you.
Well, they're kind of nice to have as partners though, because
you need those people.
Yeah. You're like, look, I'm good at this too, even though you're not,
phone.
but you do it. Yeah.
Right.
Let's
Like
be
back
real,
on it.
Tamian. I'm calling you out. Belt clip.
Well, listen. I'm gonna defend my guy on this one.
Oh,
He
you
doesn't wear
clip
a
it
belt
to the.
clip anymore. He used to wear a belt
Yeah.
clip. My guy used to wear a belt clip. We talked about it. But no,
And
We
he
should
asked-
bring that back.
He asked for feedback from their convention, and I'm like, he needs to get rid of the belt clip.
well, he's a very logical person, so he was like, it makes so much sense. Like,
I know it's 2018.
It does.
Like, but still, it was too late for
It
that.
does. Like for a quick draw, like if you were gonna get robbed and had to quickly
Right.
call the
Hold
police. Yeah.
yeah,
right.
no.
Otherwise, put it in your pocket like a regular person.
Right. And then
Okay.
you're struggling to get it out. Like when you're in the car and it's
Oh,
in
I
your
know.
pocket. You know what I'm talking? And you're like almost in a wreck by the time you get it out.
I know, and
Fumble
you're
it.
like-
Yeah.
And then you try to blame your phone. You're
Yeah.
like, don't you make me get into an accident because
That's
you're like
such a-
doing
Yeah.
this.
I mean, I'm in there.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
in there. I gotta
deep.
Like, maneuver it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
That's
Yep.
so
I
funny.
feel you. That's a very good point.
No, so what I feel like that you would be interested in V. So V has Think 3D Solutions, which is all about culture in the business world. And I feel like CellOnly, what a lot of people may or may not know is that you guys have a great work culture and a very, very close team.
We do.
And low turnover with like your big crew that you have.
We
So
do.
talk about that.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly because of these folks back here.
Let's go to the audience.
Make some noise.
Woo, woo, woo. Anna's got a real awkward woo
Yeah.
when she does it.
I think you even got people back there raising the roof, which is
No,
inexplicable in
it's-
2021.
It's
but-
actually why I asked them to come. I mean, we I stayed home and watched Doogie Howser MD reruns all day. I didn't even have to go to work. These guys are so amazing, right? So no, I think that culture from the top. So if you look at like the CEO of a company, you have to allow culture to happen around you. I think when I'm your ego wants to kind of, be the puppeteer at times, and the family atmosphere kind of has to happen with you away a little bit, because inevitably, and Alex and I talk about this, our VP of sales, where people can be intimidated by the owner, whether that's real or not. It's pretty natural, right?
Mhm.
My business partner Janet, I'm still intimidated by her. I mean, she was she's a big personality, and she's kind of the person I mentored under, and so I think the culture really improved when I got away from trying to do the culture thing. And Anna's been a huge part of the culture. She is the culture. And we brought Alex on board. He's, the rookie of the crew, so to speak, because everyone's been there so long. But I think Alex is coming up on 3 years now. And yeah, we're lucky though too. So I think, it when people see it, it just kind of keeps happening, right? The negativity and the positivity, those things happen. They cascade on their own.
for sure.
So
But luck favors the prepared.
yeah,
And
that's
so,
true.
You
Yeah.
know, setting the stage for that,
Yeah.
making it available for that to happen. Because for some people, they don't want to go through the trouble of having effective culture. They don't want to go
Right.
through the trouble. It's just easy to carrot and stick people and have them just try to get them to do what you tell them to do versus having a situation where people really get to contribute and participate and be
Yeah.
a part of what's happening.
I think there's always room to improve, by the way. I think our culture is top notch. There's things I think we could do this year. I mean, diversity in our company is something I think would be great. We see this. We had like 95% men forever.
Mm.
And again, you see this thing where, because even people that apply for jobs, they're usually customers, or they, if they look at job applications, they check out your company, and they kind of pick out things about your company that might not be intentional.
Mhm.
I mean, truly. And so now I feel like we're moving in the right direction of just having, leaders that are female and male, and
Mhm.
and just being more diverse. And I do think diversity has to be an effort, because otherwise you get caught up in not being diverse.
Right.
It sounds
Yeah.
strange, but diversity doesn't happen naturally in this country.
Yeah.
It is an effort. And I think that's something that's obviously come to light over the last year, especially of, how diverse are we? how do we create that?
Yeah.
And
No,
it's an effort. It's easy to be naive in this city too. Like we're in this small market.
Yeah, we live in well, and it's easy to just go with the flow. But when we talk about the 40% of diversity in our schools, that eventually is going to be, these are going to be consumers, these are going to be workforce, all of these other type of things. And so, being on the front end of really thinking about those type of things is a big deal. So
I agree.
That's awesome.
I agree.
Smart.
Right. So you guys are involved in a lot of things too. I know I got a couple photos from you guys of, you've had some Feeding South Dakota like volunteer experiences, and then like I feel like you're involved in a lot. Like when I told Chris from the pavilion that you were coming, she's like, "Oh my gosh, she's so involved in the pavilion like before." So
yeah,
talk about.
I miss this place, by the way. This is an
I feel
amazing
like
place.
everyone knows you. Whenever I'm like, "Do you know Rory?" They're like, "Rory Kelly."
It's from my mugshot.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
they still know me.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I had a tumultuous time as a youth in this community. I lived in Denver for a long time too, and spent time in some crazy places there. And I think as I've gotten older and achieved some sort of mild success, whether at home or at work, I've had a genuine desire to at least attempt to pay back the city for kind of fostering me. And I could name a family or two, but I feel like it's such a broader, there's just a lot of people who've kind of stepped up for me over the last 44 years. I know I don't look 44, by the way, and thank you.
Oh,
but
man.
but I do. It's fun. I was on the HPAC board here for 8 years. I love this place. Gina, that brings the shows here, is one of my favorite human beings. This was a really cool art. The arts are something we all miss, right?
Yeah.
Concerts and plays and spoken word, whatever. Just seeing someone on the stage and performing dance. I love this place. I'm on
for everyone, by the way.
For
the artists and the people who get to watch it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like people don't realize when this is your life.
Yeah.
To not have that for so long.
Right.
Oh man, that's tough.
I feel like human beings need to laugh right now too. We're missing out on satire. There's a lot to laugh about ourselves. So like, I can't wait till the first satire comes out on just masks.
Right.
Just the idea of wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, for all of us, right? No matter where we kind of fell, and it all kind of was dictated by what news channel we were watching or whatever. But I just think that hopefully we can all kind of laugh at our behavior at some point and learn from it. But I feel like until you can kind of break through with a little bit of laughter, it's really hard to.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
It was hard to get a laugh, this last year. But again, though, for a lot of us, which is the virtue of living in a community as good as this, is that if you're going to go through something like this, or what has happened in the last year and a half, you want to go through it in a city like this.
I 100% agree.
You know what I mean? And so it wasn't all sunshine and roses, but there's a lot of good things that happen in that space too. And it's got to be okay to talk about good stuff as well.
I agree. I have friends in big cities that, they think we're, uncultured, and, it's, I don't take it personal. I'm at that middle age where, your insecurities start
But
to
he
go
doesn't
away.
look it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm 24. It's just, I'm starting to mature.
Yeah.
But it makes me smile to some degree, because I think that there's a humility that exists in this city that inevitably kind of blankets over you too. I think the majority of people here, whether successful or not, very humble, very philanthropic. We do a lot for our homeless here. There's a lot of things culturally that we do, or cultured. If you had to define that word, I feel like we take care of each other pretty well. And I think there's things we could learn, and we're a small town. We're becoming more diverse.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, there wasn't diversity.
There was not.
Like at all. And so
there was not.
But there's a lot more now.
Man, it's crazy now.
Yeah. So
it's a different. I tell people all the time. Like, first of all, when we developed Flyover Country, which is my apparel piece of it, it was to take ownership of that phrase back.
Yeah.
To be able to say we love being here. We're here because we want to be here.
What's your website, V?
flyovercountryus.com. I'm so glad you guys. Thank you for making.
I knew you wanted to.
You flew right over that.
Sometimes I got a self alley-oop and it feels uncomfortable for everybody. But so I appreciate you doing that.
What was a rebound? And then a bucket.
Yeah, with the putback, we did the whole thing. But it's like, I always say, man, we living good with like half the traffic. And like for me, I go to Atlanta or go to all of these places, and I'll be sitting in traffic. I'll be 45 minutes away from an exit that I can see, and I'm just
Atlanta is the worst.
Traffic is
bananas. I mean,
it's bananas.
It's crazy.
I mean, I love Atlanta, but my God, y'all, get that together.
Is it Buckhead or what's the nice?
Buckhead,
yeah,
yep. Get it together.
So what did you do with COVID? Like you guys did curbside. What are some changes you made? And are you going to implement any of them moving forward?
Yeah. So it's interesting because we have corporate Verizon that can dictate what we can and can't do as well, right? So our creativity at times is hampered by maybe some corporate policy. Mm-hmm. So yes, we did some curbside. Yeah, here's what I would tell you though is that what ends up happening is customers, the cell phone process is long, it's intimidating, and it's not like groceries. They don't just pick them up, take them home, and eat them. Right. And so, curbside was tough. It was super tough. It was super tough to do well, and customers, it wasn't always their favorite. I think Zoom. If I look at Zoom long term, because we've all been forced. It's like we've learned the second language in the last year. And become comfortable. I think Zoom is going to be a really cool way to reduce the time in stores and be able to train and get multiple people on and go over really big issues, because if we look at the things that cell phones can do, especially when we put them in the hands of youth, and we look at social media especially, and just the addiction of all of those things. And how that cascades into depression and suicide and so on and so forth. So I think just Zoom can help us really get into customers' living rooms where they're comfortable, and we can talk to them about apps that are out there, things to look out for, because I think it changes too rapidly. As we've given a phone to our oldest son, I mean, I feel like an idiot half the time for what I don't tell him not to do, and I just see him do something like, oh my gosh, that's Dad's fault.
Right.
I mean. And
right. Well, they're cooking up stuff. They're native to it. I mean, like they come out of the womb and it's like.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, and
they're so comfortable.
Yeah. So they understand stuff that is just, if you're not on it all of the time, which is why that's such a great opportunity to be able to talk to folks on Zoom, to be able to give you a heads up on that, to be able to provide education, that type of thing, create more of an experience. One of the things I just think is the weirdest thing is some people fight that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, like, I don't see how you see this being less of a thing.
Yeah.
And so you might as well walk into it, get good at it.
Change for everybody tends to be, just this dramatic experience. Even though that we as human beings, whether we know it or not, are changing every single day, right? We're getting older, all these things happen to us with, not voluntarily, right? But they're just happening.
Right.
I think too, like, the whole question about what am I going to be when I grow up, when that never really changes. And I think it's okay to change what you do every once in a while too. And I think as human beings, we're meant to learn more than just one thing.
For sure.
So, but yeah, you're right. I by the way, I struggle with change at times as well. I think at work, it's a forceful thing. We're paid to do it. It's really important. But you know what? I mean, again, like even getting a new phone, my screens have been broken, my phone forever. I have the same tendencies that everyone else does. I totally get it. So
for sure.
Don't tell anyone that.
It's just like
us weekly.
But only the 25-year-old version of us.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I have a fire round of questions for Rory Kelly.
Oof.
And I bet they're great questions.
I've been prepped, so these should be great.
Can I get an applause quick from the audience? And actually, can I see our producer, Dan? Because I haven't seen him yet. And
oh, Danny boy.
Johnny boy, where are you?
That's my thing.
He's not doing it? Oh, he moved the camera so we can't see Dan.
Oh,
okay. And also, I can Danny boy him too.
There we go.
Fine.
Okay.
This is the first time I've looked at myself on here. I feel like my forehead is really bright. You guys see a bright forehead there?
Oh my God.
I mean, it's brighter now that you
I'm worried about that. Yeah.
It's brighter now that you say something.
But this is called.
Yeah, I shouldn't have brought it up.
Just the stage.
That's my fault.
The CellOnly 411.
What a great name to a great game.
Okay.
I mean, you nail it every time.
I know. I'm going to ask you questions about working with cell phones. You either can answer or put your phone up to your head and plead the fifth. I
gotta grab my phone.
Just do this. Yeah.
Can I call my mom?
Yeah, I mean, you could if you wanted to.
Yeah,
that would be great.
All right, here we go. What is the most common reason people break their phones?
Toilet.
I mean, that would make sense.
Drop?
I mean, well, yeah, but drop in the toilet.
Is that the answer?
He said, I'm asking him.
Oh,
here's the.
Just giving, I didn't know.
Am I supposed to give these? Am I doing this right?
Yeah, no, I'm just asking you, Rory.
Can I tell you the funny part of the toilet thing?
Please do.
99.9% of the time, you're in the store, someone hands you their phone. Okay, it's in your hands. I got it wet. I dropped it in the toilet, and you're like, "Why did you hand me your phone? I don't understand. Why did you get it? What part of the process?
Bring it in a plastic bag,
let it
like
go.
a poop sample.
$5.99 a month. I don't know how much the
It's worth the extra hours at work.
Okay, Rory, does rice actually work, or what is your biggest tip of what to do when you damage your phone?
Rice works. You know what really works well is like rubbing alcohol. So because it'll, it doesn't hurt the interior of the device, the motherboard, so on and so forth, and it'll pull the moisture out as well. So
interesting. Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. Not like a whiskey, but like I just want to make sure.
I got you.
He's at home just with some Jack.
Oh my God.
Hey, one for you, one for me.
I'm not saying I'm above it.
Has it happened where someone has an inappropriate background on their phone when your team is looking at it?
90% of the time.
Really?
Yeah. Or you get this one. You get this one. Don't look at my pictures, and they look at you, and then the rep. I mean,
like now I have to.
Like,
they literally like, hold on one sec. I just got to grab something from the back.
What's the most popular inappropriate background? Is it boobies?
It usually, first off, it's rare that a female, it's like let's face it, it's always a dude. It's always a dude.
Oh no.
It's like everything showing, but then there's just like Trump, like right here or something. It's always Trump mixed with something inappropriate.
Interesting.
It's always a dude. Yeah.
Okay. What are some of
this
the
year? It's actually the new one's going to be Joe Biden, but like motorboating or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What are some of the craziest things that have happened with requests, problems, etc., that people have with phones?
Request problems,
or like, what's some of the weird things that come up?
How do I get my voicemail? How do I delete voicemail?
Oh wow, people are still on that.
Yeah,
what's like voicemail even.
Yeah, I mean it's so 2000, right?
Yeah,
you use voicemail,
and if you're listening to it, like first of all, you better be reading that thing if you got a voicemail.
Isn't it funny though? Like we don't want to look at our own voicemail, but when we leave one for someone else, we're like, I can't believe you didn't listen to that voicemail.
Oh,
so rude.
Oh no, I believe in double standards.
Yeah,
and at least
what's about us?
Yeah. The ones that pertain to me.
The voicemail thing. Hobbs, you got one you can holler up? Is there a lifeline?
We could bring up Hobbs. Hobbs, you want to come up here?
Good. That's great.
Okay.
He didn't listen. That's our culture that you talked about earlier.
See, there you go.
Good team you got.
There you go. Is it common to view couple fights and/or parent-kid quarrels when there's like phone tech shopping involved?
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! The kid stuff too, where just the inappropriate conversations about what the kid asks for and what they don't get, and then they end up getting it all. And I don't,
of course, they're working.
Or the complete, I love how parents have the thing where they don't hear anyone, or they hear everything but their kids.
Mm-hmm.
I can't figure that one out.
Do you ever get it?
Because the only thing I hear are my kids, right? Like if I'm in a building with 1,000 people, I'm like, that's Jude.
Right.
Shh. I can't even see him, right?
Do you ever get it though, where the girlfriend's like, "Why can't I see your pictures?" When they're like,
"Oh yeah," or in front of them, how do I get into his device or her device? Probably usually his.
I've talked to people who do like the face recognition when they're sleeping.
Like here's the thing.
It's a thing. Dan. Oh, now you don't have a cam.
It's already
Dan's
too
nodding
far.
no.
Shut it down. Okay, shut it down.
Shut it.
Here's my new
down.
thing though. I think we're like really to make our phones super secure, we should be making a really weird face for facial recognition. Something we don't normally do.
Yeah, but then every day you'd have to be like,
that's
he's dropping gems over there. But listen, it's either that or somebody in your phone when you sleep.
They saw what's on there.
Either way, counseling is required.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Last question. How many times have you broken your phone and how?
1,000. I lose everything. Anna will tell you. I mean, I don't know how many times.
I don't know where my wallet is at right now.
I haven't had a credit card in my pocket in a year, but I've lost like 5. I don't even know how it's possible.
I literally do not know where my wallet is right now.
I just lost my credit card right after I got it within a week, and then we were disputing these charges, and then I get this email from this guy. these are legitimate charges and I'm turning you into the Sioux Falls Police Department. So I call my account. I'm like, hey, I did buy that. I just didn't recognize the name on there. We need to like retract all this. So anyway, what did you ask?
Oh, how many times have you broken your phone and how?
It's constant. Everything's constant in our house. Yeah.
Also, I will not say my friend's name, but another funny CellOnly story was I actually have one of my best friends bought a smartwatch.
We need a name.
Without telling her husband. And then he thought that it was not.
I remember this.
He thought it was fraud. And he was like, babe, why is there a smartwatch on our account? And she's like, oh, sorry. Like, Rory.
He calls me up like we participated in some illegal activity. Yeah.
Again, couple fights. CellOnly.
And I'm like, well, and there's so many Verizon stores to go to, and everybody thinks they're going to our store when it's something bad. I've noticed that on my, like, I'll get a text and, I went in with an issue today and you will only take appointments and my phone's broke and I need it for work. And right away, I just know that we don't do that. Some stores might.
Right.
And so anyway, in that particular case, I'm like, there's no way this happened at our store. And then it turns out, and I said to him twice, are you sure Jess didn't get, let's just call it, can I just call a person?
You just called her Jess.
I didn't mean to.
The cat is out of the bag. Jess.
And I said it twice. Nope. Okay. You know your wife better than I do. But he doesn't.
No. Well, Jess got her smartwatch, so good for you. Where can people catch up with you? What anything else we should know?
Do you have an Instagram?
I don't.
Oh my God.
I'm just
no, that's not called. That's ridiculous.
that is stupid.
Ridiculous.
No, I feel bad about it.
Hey, team.
CellOnly does, but he does not.
Not have an Instagram.
Audience, why does he not have an Instagram personally?
I'm the type of guy, like, I could see an alien spaceship and I'd forget to record it. You know what I mean?
I feel like maybe you shouldn't have an Instagram.
No,
I feel like it would be so random.
It'd be the wrong
you
stuff.
Gotta have one for people to tag you in. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
But yes, it is never my reflex.
Never.
To record. Like, I'm here.
Yeah. And I have like friends that crush Instagram.
You guys are just so present.
Wes Eisenhower, you ever look at that dude's Instagram? He gets it, right? Like, I just don't have.
But he's slick though.
First off, I'm trying to compare myself.
I would not compare
way more talented,
normal Instagram to Wes Eisenhower.
Right, he's out there catching falcons on the top.
Yeah,
of the
you can start it without going.
I love his story with that. Like, I was driving around for 15 minutes trying to find the perfect spot. I'm like, I would have given up after 30 seconds.
Right.
Yeah.
I
would have called Anna and I would have been like, I need you to come up here and take a picture of this eagle.
Right.
And send me the photo.
That's why Wes is different though. That's why he's on the front of Reddit every other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord
and I'm slanging phones and
right.
But we need phones.
We do need phones.
ET need phone. Home.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up. Another.
Oh, you're going to self-clap yourself there?
You
were judging me earlier. I see you.
Hey, let's cheers our 2 beers in your hydration.
Toast.
Yeah, Leonardo.
Toast.
Stay hydrated.
Do I get the get the sugar? Thank you so much.
You take the cotton candy.
This is going straight to my kids.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Wrapping it up. This is another 605 show brought to you by 605 Magazine. I'm your host, Alana Snyder.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know if we're gonna be back.
That's be the noble one.
You can't seem to get this.
That was our mini audience. Okay. Don't forget Family Game Day at the Washington Pavilion in this beautiful place.
Listen. Let me
March
tell you.
20th,
let me tell y'all this real
11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Look at this place. This is available to you. Okay. All right. We got the Kirby Science Center. That's happening. Okay. We have our Visual Arts Center. We have all of this in here. Ladies and gentlemen, come get your culture, get your energy.
Yep.
Let's go. Can't wait to see you.
And again, working ahead, if you want to play video games in the Cinedome, which is insane, 50% off during the
I'm serious. I might get a Madden tournament. I haven't played Madden in a long time.
Yeah, V's gonna reserve it. So get on it.
Cinedome? That'd be cool to play Madden.
Actually, Rory and V are gonna play together.
Yeah.
We're gonna work something out.
Hey.
And we're actually gonna do it.
Are you as old as I am? Like, are you 24?
I'm 20. I'm 23.
I'm 15.
Yeah.
You act like
I remember like old school Nintendo.
Yeah, when you had to blow in the cartridge. I was listen, I was Sega, I was ColecoVision, I was
another 605
all right, see you guys later. Appreciate
We're gonna reminisce. Hear about these non-old people talk.
You know what's funny? Yes. Like even at the cell phone store still, you'll see people go in the bottom. Because it's
you know what?
That's a go-to fix move.
I can't.
I do
know.